not Patrick Mahomes.
I still have questions, and I think most people would.
You guys, I don't know if I've been more flabbergasted by your guys' feelings. Okay, I'm not acting here. This isn't like I'm being very genuine here. Oh, first of all, McCaffrey had 30 touches. How many do we want? 40? He had 30 touches.
If necessary. It's the Super Bowl, if necessary.
He had 30 touches.
How many rushes? How many rushes?
22 or 23? Something like that? I mean, he only had 80 yards rushing, Shannon. Kansas City's defense had done a tremendous job of minimizing their success. You talk about third down and the performance by the quarterback on third down. Kansas City's got one of the best third down defenses in football. That's why I told everybody for the 2 weeks, if San Francisco doesn't win first down, they're not going to be that good on offense. Brock Purdy was freaking awesome yesterday. It wasn't that he didn't wet the bed. He was awesome. The questions, what question? So you mean to tell me, Shannon, that you still have questions because he lost to the best player on the planet in the midst of a dynasty on the final play of the game?
He lost to the best player on the planet with the best team on the planet. Yes, that's why I have questions. Because guess what? Don't tell me. What about that third down? Hold on. What about that on 3rd and 5 with 2 minutes left in the ball game in the fourth quarter? And he missed that throw. He missed the earlier throw to Debo in the end zone. Remember, I said
that's because of Chris Jones. That's because of Chris Jones was on his neck. He's on his neck.
How many times have we seen quarterbacks look down the gun barrel and make that throw? You got to make that throw in that moment if you want to be that guy.
Shannon, you know this. I mean, he's got one of the best pass rushing defensive tackles in football on his neck. That's what happens. Chris Jones saved 3 touchdowns yesterday. It can't just be the quarterback didn't play well. You have to give some credit to the defense, Shannon. Come on.
Whoa. Now we crediting the defense. So that's what we do it. So let me ask you a question. On third down, what does the 49ers defense rank? Because you make it seem like that that Patrick was going against air.
No, the 49ers defense on third down was not a good defense. They weren't statistically high at all this year. Brock Purdy's QBR in that game was a 70 yesterday. Lamar, who is the MVP of the NFL, Josh Allen, who is unquestionably a top 3 quarterback, and Tua, their quarterback, their QBR this year in the playoffs against that defense was 43. Brock's was 70. Okay? Those 3 guys versus pressure in these playoffs, Lamar, Josh Allen, and Tua, versus that defense when they blitz, their QBR was a 6. Brock's was a 75. There's no way.
I'm about to call you Ocho, Dio. Dio, it's about moments. And I told you, I said he's going to. If you go back and look at the games in which Patrick Mahomes has lost in the playoffs,
yes, sir.
With the exception of the AFC Championship game his first time, the quarterbacks have outplayed him. Sure. Joe Burrow outplayed him in the AFC Championship game when he went to Arrowhead and he beat him. Tom Brady outplayed him in the Super Bowl. If you're going to rely on your auxiliary pieces, if you think your defense is going to beat that guy, your quarterback, and I know they're not on the field at the same time, but you got to outplay him. You got to beat him, and you got to make throws that you don't customarily. It's the Super Bowl, Dio.
Shannon, if we are going to sit here and say that if he doesn't outplay Brock Purdy, then we have, if he doesn't outplay Patrick Mahomes, then we have questions. Then we can't have a conversation about it anymore.
He has to make throws. It comes down. It's a throw here or there. That's the difference.
I can't walk away from that game thinking Brock Purdy was okay or good. He was fantastic. I thought if you went into that game, Shannon,
he had really good.
He had the best team, Dio. He had the best team with a 10-point lead.
Let me ask you a question. If we went into that game and we told you that San Francisco would average, or Christian McCaffrey would average, I think, less than 3 yards a carry, or less than 4 yards a carry, somewhere in the 3s. You think that game goes to overtime?
See, you're looking at it from like Christian McCaffrey didn't run hog wild. But when Christian McCaffrey has the ball up under his arm, guess where Patrick Mahomes is?
On the sideline.
Exactly. And that's what you want. Huh?
But what's that have to do with Brock Purdy?
But that's what I'm saying. I trust Christian McCaffrey more than I trust Brock Purdy, to make a long story short, and I made a short story long, and I apologize.
I don't understand how going against a defense that had that defense skunked Lamar Jackson.
It's not the steel curtain. It's not the steel curtain of the 85 Bears. Stop it, Dio.
Let me try it here. Dan Orlovsky, somebody needs to say it, so I'm going to say it to you. I have never encountered an analyst in my life that exhausts himself as much as you do trying to protect the quarterback. You are unreal. You do a better job than most offensive linemen trying to protect the quarterback. It's like...